Hey everyone, it's Evan, the world's strongest blind man, and today we got something really exciting for you guys. We're going to take you guys on a quick little tour of our newly updated home gym. Now, I push all the time for other people with visual impairments to go to the gym, learn how to socialize, do all that stuff. But a lot of times it can be really hard to have the independence to be able to travel all the way to the gym. And as I always talk about in all my conference appearances, people tend to be the #1 problem for other blind people at the gym. You never know who's gonna be in the way, who left something, who took something and moved it to a different place, anything like that. So having a home gym can be a different comfort. Now we still do go to the gym multiple times a week and still do socialize and use the equipment that we're not able to have in our garage gym. But this has been incredibly helpful for us to have a more accessible, comfortable environment to be able to do just outside in our garage. So the convenience has been a huge, huge perk. Let's go ahead and go through what we got recently. So we were able to get this rack from BLINDFITNESS. We also bought some different clips, and I have some from my axle, some classic spring collars, but these are my absolute favorites. These are from Rogue Fitness, and they are magnetic. So they actually have a really cool clicking noise they make with our little Olympic plates with the metal on the inside, but they also click and stay on our rack. So I put these at shoulder height for me. I always know where to find clips. Super, super underrated, important thing to have at the gym. Next, within our rack, we've actually got this lovely pulley system that my wife got from Bullet Pulley, and we're able to do all kinds of different things with weight pins and basically turn it into a cable station, being able to do all kinds of exercises with a bunch of different attachments that we have as well. Also have a battle rope in the corner, plate storage on the side, which really comes in handy, some bumpers and some regular rubber coated metal plates. And then we also have these jerk blocks, which my wife was able to get off of Facebook Marketplace. Someone else's wife was selling his jerk blocks for 50 bucks. So we jumped on top of that deal, and now we have some really stable jerk blocks where we're able to take Olympic weightlifting, any sort of leg-driven overhead stuff a lot more seriously. This is also very handy for if I need to be doing my overhead presses and my wife needs to be doing her squats. We're able to work out at the same time and still be able to get a lot done and have the fun of working out together. It is also a lovely speaker stand right now. So moving on, we got some Titan Fitness crash pads that have come in handy a lot, especially living near other people, not willing to damage the floor or our equipment or anything. Being able to have something to drop stuff on is very important, and especially for like lifting stones, doing any sort of clean and jerks. And then I'm also training for an elevated axle deadlift, going as heavy as possible. So being able to train that with 500-600 pounds out here, it's not going to make a noise that the neighbors would even be able to know about because we have these wonderful silencer pads from Titan. Some other cool equipment we have is a camber squat bar, again, Titan Fitness. And then we also have from Granite Fitness these wonderful top-loaded farmer handles, which I absolutely love. You don't have to have 4 clips that are going to do their job perfectly every time. Instead, you get to just load from the top and be able to go from there. I highly recommend these ones, 35 pounds each. I'm able to train for little short bursts of farmer walks here within the garage, or like I'm training for competition right now, where I just hold for max time, really test the grip that way. They're also very handy for a lot of other weird things like high pulls, side bends, unilateral walks, all kinds of stuff. So I get a lot out of these. We also have a nice axle bar, which is actually from my friend Jared. And then a Titan Fitness log, which weighs 100 pounds, which is really going to come in handy when I need to train that with our crash pads. And then we also have other bits and bobs. We have weight releasers, medicine balls, all kinds of fun little minutia around here. We also have a bunch of weights. We have over 600 pounds of weights that came with the set we were able to get. Fans have been incredibly important here in the very hot, humid South Carolina summer. And then we also have a variety of different grip implements. I get very weirdly into grip. Just started competing in grip sport a little bit, trying not to let myself go way too far with it. But we have the red and blue classic fat grips. We have some different grip implements, including like the anvil hold, pinch blocks, and hub hold from Rogue Fitness. And then we also have Cerberus Strengths Denny handles, which may or may not come into play in the next year or two. Those have been really fun to play with and test myself on, especially being able to compare myself against other like historical feats of strength. We also have dumbbells up to 25 pounds in pairs, a sandbag loaded that we're able to do some more hard like CrossFit, Metcon type stuff with, or long holds, or get used to different positions to then be able to test ourselves with harder strongman stuff down the line, different kettlebells, things like that. We also, of course, have very large rocks. So we have a 180, 262, and 130 pound Atlas stones with the tire and pillows in order to be able to drop that on, all with the backdrop of the banner that was present at our engagement and then our wedding. So really nice to be able to customize this space and make it something very special for us. We're going to be doing a lot more content out of this space in order to produce accessible, applicable content for the blind and visually impaired, or really anybody else that's interested in fitness whatsoever, and making sure that it actually works for them instead of pretending that you're some elite fitness influencer or anything like that. We want to make sure this is all customized towards you. So please go ahead and comment any questions that you have, whether it be regarding getting equipment like this, using equipment like this, even accessing a gym space more strategically. Whatever you need, we are here for you. Again, this is Evan from caneandablefitness, and we will see you within this space working out really hard, a lot more in the future.